that society respects women less now since they've been objectifying themselves so much on the internet and social media, etc., as discussed earlier. We could start here and then work our way back this way.
Sorry, say your question one more time.
Do you think society in general, women get less respect in society nowadays because they've been objectifying themselves on the internet?
I feel like because it's more common, I don't think they're respected less. I feel like it's more appreciated because everybody's doing, because everybody's doing it. Like when you see somebody start a new platform and they're exposing themselves, it's like, okay, maybe I should be doing that too because everybody's doing it. It's the new trend. It's the new wave.
Follow the leader.
Yeah, at this point. So everybody's going to continuously objectify themselves because that's what's in now.
Okay. What about you? Do you think women are getting more respect now for being over-sexualized?
No, I think this chat that I'm seeing is a prime example of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
I mean, I definitely don't think...
Shout out to the chat.
I definitely don't think they're getting more respect for being, like, sexualized.
Okay. What about you?
I think we were always equally not respected the same way.
Do you think women in 1952 are less respected than women now in 2023?
Yes, they used to get beat.
What the?
She's always talking about somebody getting beat.
It's true. They used to get beat, and they couldn't have jobs at all. So
they can vote.
They could only have like assets through jewelry.
Do you really think that? Okay. Well, would you argue that were men more gentlemen back then?
Yeah.
They used to hit their wives. They were allowed to hit their wives.
That's a generalization.
Yeah, but do you think a majority of men were actually beating their wives back then?
I mean, if you're allowed, they said you can smack your wife to discipline her. Just
maybe in certain countries, but
yeah.
I mean, that's not
places,
because I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think a majority of men were beating their women. Because if they were doing that, then I don't think society would have lasted as long as it did.
But it was allowed.
Traditional relationships, but that doesn't mean that guys were doing it though, necessarily. But what I'm asking you, do you think men respected women more back then or now?
I don't think men ever respected women. I'm sorry.
Yo, son, that's crazy.
I mean, you can make the argument that were men better gentlemen back in the 50s than they are now then?
Gentlemen, yes. Like they would be more
Explain to me what a gentleman does to a woman then.
Courting. They were courting more. They were
opening
more
doors.
They had more intention of marriages.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Opening doors, paying for dates, planning dates, maybe some roses. Being more chivalrous. Yeah. Being more, I guess, more of a gentleman, right? Isn't that the definition of respect?
No. The thing is that... What? I mean, I think it's totally different. Back then and now it's just totally... Back then, women just didn't have a voice, and now we have a voice, but... A lot of guys, even if you're not, like, putting yourself out there, guys will lie and say they slept with you. Like, there's no respect.
But we're talking about back then versus now.
I mean, we didn't have a voice. We couldn't work. There was no respect there.
Was it women couldn't work or they didn't want to work?
Women weren't allowed to have bank accounts until like 1940 something, I believe.
We could only have access through jewelry. Like that's why Marilyn Monroe wrote diamonds are a girl's best friend, because women only acquired their wealth through jewelry. They couldn't work or anything.
Actually, that's wrong. They got acquired it through marriage, but that's fine.
So yeah,
still got to work in the marriage.
But I mean, for your own personal assets, you couldn't have any. Like,
so you're not really answering the question. Were women more respected back in the 50s or today?
I said it. They're both equal. I mean, that's why I'm always in the middle of everything. But I will say,
because in one respect, you're saying men were more gentlemen and more chivalrous in the 50s, correct?
Yes, but they didn't respect women because they just still treated them like less, because you're able to beat them like they're your child.
I would argue treating a woman like a lady is the utmost form of respect.
It's just the hitting part that they were allowed to hit. That's too crazy.
But hold on. Question for you. Back then, right?
Yes.
Because those were times you weren't even born yet. Who told you they were being beat?
I researched it. I looked it up. I mean, somebody had to tell me something and I looked it up.
So you're saying every household had women being beat?
I didn't say it. I just said they were allowed. Like, they were allowed to discipline their women by slapping them. I don't think that's respectful.
Well, you can go rob a bank. Are you going to go do it, though?
No, but why were they allowed to hit a woman? Like, and they don't even let you spank your kids now.
Just because you can do something doesn't mean you're going to do it. Technically, you're allowed to go rob a bank tomorrow, but you're not going to do it because there's consequences, correct?
Yeah. But you asked me if society respected women more back then, and I just don't think that's respectful.
Your answer proves that they respected them more, though.
Way more. And there were virgins
How?
too. More virgins back then than now.
But they were getting beat up. Even if you're a virgin, you're getting smacked.
All we're not being beat up. That's the point.
Now you're gonna go to jail if you slap a woman.
No, but the point is, back then the women were actually of value. Some of them were virgins, not whores, OnlyFans. They were actually of value. So respect was there. Opening doors, paying for the bills. You know what? I'm gonna be a fucking man to my woman. Nowadays, to a whore, I'll fuck you, but I won't take it serious. Make sense?
Yeah.
Stick to the cheese.
Okay, man.
Okay.
All right. We still had to stick to the what?
Stick to the cheese, man. Okay.
To the cheese.
What about you?
What was the question?
The question was
Stupid.
Mel.
regarding. What's the question again?
No, it was
Stupid.
So much going on, bro.
Yeah, are women more respected now than before?
For you.
Respect.
Or no, sorry, has the objectification of women hurt their respect? Yes or no?
No.
Why?
Because women are in a position now where they're taking back their power wherever they deem it to be. Like if they deem like
how are
their
they
power,
taking back their power though?
they're like, okay, you know what? If there's a girl, she's like, oh, I'm a sexy girl. You know, I'm gonna take my sexiness and I'll use it to my advantage. I'm gonna get what I want.
Which is?
I've known a couple of girls to do that. I don't know. They be doing stuff.
But what are they getting if it's power?
They're getting things that they want done. Like, say for instance, like I know a couple of girls down here who have sugar daddies.
Okay.
You know, and they're like, okay, well, I know I'm a sexy girl. I'm gonna get a sugar daddy.
Okay.
And
But is it really power when all of you agreed earlier that most women would want a family and children? Don't you think having a sugar daddy in your past would affect your ability to have a family long term?
It would, but it depends
So is
on
that
where
really
she wants
power?
to go with her sugar daddy.
But is that power really if you're doing something that's going to inhibit your ability to find long-term happiness?
Yeah, I would say so.
So is it really power then?
To some degree. Because
Or
they
is it
still
a
have
facade of power?
They have a choice at
Of
the end
temporary
the day.
power?
You're asking some profound questions.
Yeah.
It's definitely temporary.
Yes, very profound.
Yeah.
Speaking
Okay,
of power
interesting.
and hard roads, today's sponsor is Blue Chew.
Go on one.
So guys, listen, man. We understand there's issues. She mentioned earlier, corn is a real issue, which is porn. And guys have issues getting hard. But without further ado, welcome Blue Chew. Guys, literally speaking, you can get an online service that helps men get access to chewable tablets, help them achieve stronger, longer lasting erections. Everything's done online, so no awkward in-person visits to the doctor. You get your medication shipped to you directly. Your first month of Blue Chew can be free for our promo code FreshFit. That's right, I said it. FreshFit, your first promo code. Go check it out. Absolutely free. Link in the description down below. Go check it out.